What's up, everybody? Tyson Roush. This is something a little bit new. As you guys know, completely off topic, nothing to do with New York Jets. I try to raise a lot of awareness about mental health issues in this world, especially now where there's trying times and there's so much uncertainty and chaos. And, for a lot of people a lot of people like to study different things. Like there's a lot of like NFL draft experts or contract experts and I always say, hey, listen, I'm not an X's and O's guy. A lot of things what I study and try to understand is mental health and ways to help people and ways to improve things because to be honest with you, I struggle with it myself. So, I do a lot of research. I try to figure things out and then I try to share messages all across, our platform and our channel. And I appreciate you guys that actually watch our videos and check it out and leave your feedback as well. So one of the videos I came up with, a lot of you guys know I'm an enormous Shinedown fan, enormous Smith and Myers fan. And I came across this video, and they're one of the bands that are very open, and they speak openly about mental health issues. They use their platform in such a dynamic way, and Brent Smith is just phenomenal with that. And I saw this video, and I want to share it. It's about like a minute long. I'll play it, and we can react to it. But it's just such a powerful, prominent message. I wish we get out more. And the best thing about this is he does this in front of a couple thousand people. He's not broadcasting everywhere. He just shares his message and the shows that they have. So check it out, and then we'll just listen to it together, and then we'll react to it.
Next song, we try and take a minute just because, here's the thing. We have experience with that statement, which is mental health, because it has a lot of different meanings. And especially nowadays, especially in 2021, especially the last 15 months, it's taken on an even stronger meaning just in society and culture, not just in America, but all over the world. Because here's the thing. Myself and Zach and Eric and Barry, we have experience with something called clinical depression. Now, the thing about that is, a lot of times, it can happen to somebody out of the blue. Like they were okay for a little while, or maybe there were no signs at all, and then all of a sudden, something changes. And a lot of times, what occurs next is where things can get really bad. Because a lot of times, these individuals that have these feelings, they feel ashamed, or they feel like they're going to be embarrassed if they ask for help. Or they feel as if people are going to judge them and think that they're trying to get some form of sympathy. Like, hey, life's hard, deal with it, move on. But here's the thing, it's not a case of the Mondays. I don't know if you've ever heard that. The reality is this. I think that people, when they talk about mental illness, that sometimes can be the problem. Because when you're thinking about mental health, that's the goal. It's not about the illness. We're trying to get the mentality healthy again. You see, this world can be absolutely incredible, and it is. It's limitless. It's amazing. But this world can also be very brutal and quite devastating at times. So this is what I would say to everybody here tonight. If you have somebody in your life and they mean something to you, they truly mean something to you, whether they're a family member or they're a good friend, and you're noticing something is maybe off with them, the worst thing you could do is be quiet. And why I say that is this. They're not speaking most of the time because they're not trying to bring attention to themselves, because they're trying to figure out what's going on up here. So, I challenge you. I challenge you. If you have somebody in your life and you know that that light that's in their eye is starting to dim, don't let it go out. I'm going to tell you why. Because there's people in our lives, they're still here. But there's people in our lives also, and we miss them, and they're gone. This is what I ask. That person in your life, if you know somebody like this, you know they need someone, and you know they need help. It's not about judgment. It's about helping them understand how to move forward. And sometimes it has to be done one step at a time. But I ask you, from this night on, go to them. Put your hands on top of their shoulder. Look them right in the eye and say these words. Hey, it's not always going to be perfect. And it wouldn't be any fun if it was. That's what makes life interesting. But let them know this. It may not be always perfect, but it's going to be okay. So let's get up.
So that's pretty cool stuff there from Brent Smith, I'm sorry. So I just want to share it with you guys, see what you guys think about it. Two things that are really important here is first off is to, is if you're in that situation to speak up. You always want to break your own silence. To hold it in is never a good thing. And if you notice somebody that's struggling themselves, reach out and say hello, reach out and send a text, reach out, send an email, make the phone call, be there for somebody. You never know how your words can actually help somebody. So it's twofold. If you notice somebody's struggling, you notice somebody's been quiet or somebody's been distant, reach out to them. If you are the person that's struggling yourself and you just don't feel like you just feel like you're in that gray area where you don't feel okay, ask somebody for help. It could be anybody. It could be a friend. It could be family. It could be an online community. It could be whatever you want, but just get the help you need. And what you're going to be surprised by is the reaction to it. People are going to understand. They're going to be supportive. They're going to want to help you. So Brent Smith nailed this. He really did. It caught me, like I said, a lot of people research, NFL stats, stuff like that. I research mental health issues. That's kind of what I do because I struggle with depression and I always want to find ways. I think I have a pretty good grasp of what things are, but there's good days and bad days. And I want to figure out ways to help people and help myself. So I hope you guys find this video interesting. If you have comments, something new, I'm trying to figure out ways to incorporate videos into these things. I'm not really good with technology, but I appreciate you guys watching. Feedback is always welcome, and we'll talk to you later.